Let's take a look today at the NBA playoffs, Western Conference style. Going to go to a player prop today. Lots of ways to play this game. Do have a 4% best bet up and available right now on my homepage at wagertalk.com, so you can get that. But for purposes of the show here, we're going to go to the free play that I released earlier this morning on PJ Washington and his point total up and over 12.5 here in this instance. Always shop for the best number. But we found Washington at 12.5 here. So far in this series, he's scored 16, 10, and 13. Field goal attempts, 10, 11, and 10. From the three-point arc, his attempts were 8, 4, and 6. From the free throw line, 4 of 4, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. Really consistent numbers in all three games. So his averages over the course of these three games, 13 points per game, 10.3 field goal attempts, 6 from 3. And 3 free throw attempts, they're not skewed in any way, shape, or form. The guy comes out, has done basically the same thing as far as attempts and points are concerned in each of the three games. In this case, we'll look for him to be as consistent as he's been and maybe have a little bit more with the absence of Derek Lively Jr. at center here. It's going to probably create a couple of extra opportunities for Washington in this instance. You would expect Minnesota to, on the interior, be pushed up a little bit further, not as much drop coverage, especially when Daniel Gafford isn't in the game. Dallas has no interior threat at that point. There's no reason to continue to drop. What that does, basically close off the lane a little bit for Luka and Kyrie and open up, once again, those kickouts to three-point shooters where we saw P.J. Washington destroy Oklahoma City this series before. He'll probably get a couple extra of those in this particular contest. And in fact, when Gafford isn't in the game, he'll also probably be called upon to do a little of the down low work on the interior. So maybe some putbacks, some layups, stuff of that nature, extra free throw attempts coming PJ Washington's way in this particular game. Have to note that so far in this series, he hasn't been particularly good from three-point range, 4 of 18, 22%. But he's a better three-point shooter than that. And he did shoot better at home in his last game, game 3. He shot 33%, which is his high water mark for this particular series. I think he can do even better here. He's shown us that he can. The Maxi Kleber reinsertion into the rotation, I don't know how much we can expect from Maxi after missing 9 consecutive games, how many chances he will take from other players. But you can't expect that it would be many. So basically what we need here is for Washington to do what he's been doing. His potential points each game average around 29.7. If he converts 44% of those, we'll cash this ticket. We need to get to 13 points to win this. I think he'll get a couple extra three-point attempts. And boy, if he makes 1 or 2 extra, this one should be relatively easy if that's the case. So that's the big game breakdown and the best bet for the show today. Once again, PJ Washington player prop, points total over 12.5.